How you, hey, how you doing, my fellow YouTubers? It is 2020. I mean, well, it's basically 2020, but it's 2019 now. And 2020 is coming upon us. And I know a lot of times people say what they're going to do as far as goals and things of that nature. But what we're going to do this year is focusing on self-mastery and self-governance. The reason why you focus on self-mastery and self-governance is when you do that, then you have less time to focus on what anybody else has. That goes for people that you think has done things to you, or if you're on TV seeing people doing weird, rambunctious shit, things that's out of order. Because it's easy for us to get into our ego and judge these things. But the next time that you feel like you want to say something to somebody, or even think about yourself first and say, what am I doing now to be in mastery of myself or to govern my life? I see, as far as politics is concerned, we're caught up into something that's outside of ourselves, looking for it to correct us. But if you practice self-governance and self-mastery, this whole world can turn upside down and you'll still stand upon your square. Now, with self-mastery and self-governance, I'm going to talk about a couple of things. As far as self-mastery is concerned to me, I had to expose myself to different things. This right here is a Drew Estate Java. It's infused with mint and coffee. And the reason why I started doing little things like this, because I already see the person that I want to be 5 years from now. I changed my wardrobe. I started doing like the little small things to reinvent myself. And you can also reinvent yourself every day that you wake up. You don't have to stay that way. If you're a former hoe, are you still hoeing? If you're a former simp, are you still simping? Are you a former deadbeat dad? Are you still that way? So in 2020, I encourage you to do everything to improve yourself from the standpoint of self-mastery and self. That's going to help you out a lot when you're in these relationships, whether it's a girl or a boy, when they talk crazy to you or they're not doing exactly what you want them to do. You won't let them get you out of your square. And then you'll start valuing yourself to the point of, do I really need these people in my lives? With self-mastery and self-governance, you also learn to have people in your life that benefit you. It's some people that I've just met in the last 14 months since my shooting that have imparted more things into my life. Shout out to Carlos. He works at Planet Fitness up the street. He's trying out for the XFL, and I see his goal. He used to play for West Virginia. He's a wide receiver. So keep grinding and keep shining, Carlos. And I thank you for helping me with things about self-governance and self-mastery, being smooth. You know what I'm saying? Not talking so much. And you're a younger guy, so I really appreciate that. But back to what I was saying, what has to happen is when you work on self-governance and self-mastery, people that you thought that you needed in your life, you no longer need them in your life. Not saying that you don't like them no more, but a lot of times our paths go. I've discovered that this year, working on my self-mastery. I hardly have any contacts in my phone because I know the universe is going to plant people in, universe, God, or whoever you believe in, will plant people in my life that's going to help me get along to my next level of myself. And you have to look behind you. Like the story in the Bible with Lot. Regardless whether she turned into a pillar, she looked back. That's why you have a rear view mirror. We have to look forward instead of looking backwards. So I encourage you this year to work on self-mastery, whether it's eating better, working out, getting mental health. Also, go get you a psychiatrist or a life coach if you need one. Doesn't mean that you're crazy, but sometimes we just don't know how to do what we need to do. And it's almost there because we all got potential. Because at the end of the day, we're all energy personified. We've been here for a long time. We're just in this suit right here. So take every day to work on, how can I work on my self-mastery and my self-governance. Also, with self-governance, we need to work on not being so keen what they need to be doing unless it's detrimental to us. It's a story in the Bible where they're saying the seed falls on rocky ground, won't grow. It's just like when you go farm, the seed will be good, but if the soil has weeds in it, if the soil has rocks in it, if the soil hasn't been turned, nothing's going to grow. So always turn the soil in your mind. You can do that by reading books, you know what I'm saying, being knowledgeable. I learned the other day that black people only own 1/2% of the wealth in this country. So being a part of my self-governance is how to manage money, being my own businessman. And it's starting right here, right now, doing exactly what I'm doing right here. So for 20 governance, we're going to work on self-mastery. We're going to be gods and goddesses. All right. So y'all have a good year. Keep subscribing and keep supporting me, because this thing is going to get big. I have a mission, and please help me along. This video right here was shot by my nieces, Nisi and Reese, who are also my stylists as well. Y'all did a wonderful and excellent job, and I love you and I appreciate you. And I'm doing this to leave a legacy. I appreciate my brother Art. He taught me the other day, you have to work on your sex appeal. Because you can be a good looking man, but if you have no sex appeal, your game sucks. So I advise you to do anything that's going to help you be the master of yourself. You have a great day and take care.